The real deal. What's up, guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of the upgrade series. In this video, I'm going to be showing you why and how to switch over to Deans. There's two real reasons why we're switching over. The optical mofset that we're running, the Gate Aster, from factory, comes with Deans. And you can clearly see the surface area, the contacts. What I'm tinning right now are the contacts. Take a look inside your Tamiya connector. It's these small little prongs. This surface area allows for less resistance of the electrical current, which gives you a better trigger response. Again, this is a budget trigger response build, so for all you guys that want to build something that's really competitive and not $2,000, here it is. What I'm doing right now is what we call tinning. It's basically priming the surface area for the final connection. I'm putting a little bit of solder, not too much heat, and at the same time I'm touching the solder to the contact as well as the solder iron. Just be careful not to apply too much heat. Then what winds up happening is that the metal shifts inside the plastic, and then when it dries, you will not be able to plug a battery into it. And guys, I cannot stress enough how important it is to put the heat shrink on. I've made so many connections where I forgot to put the heat shrink on, and I had to throw everything out and start again. Like, this happened to me 3 times in a row, bro. So we're also going to be tinning the wires as well. We're tinning everything because when we solder it together, we want the solder to melt from the wire and the connector. This way the final connection is one big solder family. And this brings us to the last step. I like to warm up the original solder on the contact first and then place the wire onto that and press the solder on top of the wire. Then everything melts together. In about 5 seconds, the solder should harden. Now put on the heat shrink that you didn't forget to put on because I did it 1,000 times and I told you not to forget. Shrink that up a little bit with some heat, not too much heat, and you're good to go. Repeat the process, tin the black wire, and then just connect it to the negative side. On the Deans connector, it's clearly labeled positive and negative, so when you have your Deans connector in your hands, you'll look at it and you'll see which post is which. Being that the output is DC, it doesn't really matter which leg you choose to work with first. I personally connect the positive first, due to the fact that I work in the electrical field, and that's just a habit of practice. Alright, real dealers, that's all for episode 2 of the upgrade series. Be sure to be on the lookout for episode 3 because you're going to learn exactly how to shim a gearbox perfectly. I'm going to be dropping in SHS 13:1 ratio gears and piston. Once you shim the gears perfectly, then you can go on to throwing in the mofset. Shimming the gears with an empty gearbox is key. You'll learn more when you see it, bro. I'm telling you. Until next time, see you on the field. The real deal.